filled up because I hate it. I really like the lips. The eyeshadow that I use, I tried something new, a new palette, and it was chalky. Today was not my day. The struggle was real, but nevertheless, I'm still gonna put it out because you know we all have those days where things may not be to our liking. So I'm still gonna put it out. I'm still gonna post it. I still want to please you. Anyway, like I said, I am gonna do things a little differently this time. I'm actually going to have one of my friends. You're gonna hear her voice next. She's gonna basically tell you her journey of mental health and the things that she does to cope with her mental health, so on and so forth. So stay tuned. My next video I will be doing skincare, honey. Yeah, so you'll actually see me in the next video taking this off my face. So all right. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell them to tell their friends, cousins, aunties, uncles. So come watch your girl. If you're not already doing so, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Ci'Era T_MU. I'm gonna put it down below. I can never remember my handle names, y'all. But follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Insta, Snap, wherever you may be at. I may not be as active these days, but we'll get into that in the next video. Bye.
Hi, my name is Shanae, and I am the owner of Smitty Streets, based out of Charlotte. I am mom to one, and I'm going to give you a little journey on my life with mental health. And also, thanks for supporting Ci'Era T Makeup Therapy. So, here we go. My thoughts on mental health. Man, let's see. Mental health is the mental state of being, but it pertains to how your entire being works. When your mind is right, then your body's right. Everything is balanced depending on your mental state. It's all in your mind, and my pastor says that all the time. Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy spirit. I personally don't wear a lot of makeup. Now, I do get cute, but I just don't wear a lot of makeup. I'm your natural girl. I have curly hair, naturally curly hair, and my eyebrows are already thick and my eyelashes are already long, and I've just never really gotten into makeup. And because I'm a pastry chef, I can't do polish either. However, I can do a bomb lip. But other than that, I'm just not your makeup girl. So, but when I do have on makeup, the very few times I've worn makeup and things have been going on, I feel as though it's been a barrier for me to protect myself from the world and what's going on. Makeup is known to cover up blemishes, uneven skin tones, different skin issues. So when it comes down to mental health, in my mind, it would be to cover the worry or to give somebody a glow. Taking attention from what's really going on in the inside to that, oh girl, you slaying, girl. Look at that big face. I am raising a young king who was recently diagnosed with ADHD within the last year. The last year has been very hard on us because he himself is now dealing with depression as well. My first bout with depression came after having my son with baby blues that turned into heavy postpartum depression. I wanted to cut myself. There were instances that I sat on the sofa and I was like, you know, if I cut myself, it would just take all this pressure away, because I was living up to everybody else's expectations. I had my son my junior year of college. When I was supposed to be in college, I was home. I should have been going into my senior year. I had so many dreams and aspirations that were literally put on hold. He wasn't planned, but I love him and I wouldn't do anything differently. But having him changed my life. So for a while I dealt with that, and I found that when we become mothers, when we're still carrying these babies in the womb, they are the world prepares us, or our families prepare us for the baby. They make sure that baby has clothes, and that baby has blankets and washcloths in the crib and all this, but nobody prepares mom for what she has to expect. The changes in her anatomy, the changes in her emotions. Nobody prepares moms for that. So I dealt with a lot of depression after having him. I met a therapist. Her name was Andrea, and she wasn't that much older than me, and she was married, and through the course of my therapy, she actually ended up getting pregnant with a baby of her own. And she was amazing. And I don't know if we really connected because of her age, but she made me feel so comfortable. And I always tell people now, it's a lot easier to talk to somebody who you don't know rather than talk to somebody that you do know, because people are quick to say, oh girl, it's nothing. Oh, you'll be all right. Or just pray about it. When in actuality, you need somebody on the outside. You need somebody to help you be able to think your way through to the next step, to the next moment. Prayer does change things, but what about now? What about those feelings that you don't want to be here anymore? What about those dark nights or those dark days that you don't want to get out of bed? Or you have to get up, or you're angry and you can't figure out why, or you're crying and you can't figure out why, or people are looking at you and you're like, what are you looking at? And it's just because you can't deal. So prayer does help, but God also gave us the common sense to talk to somebody outside of him. Now, aside from having postpartum, I have dealt with depression here and there since having him. I can see my depression coming, like dark clouds in the sky during the summer. Whether or not I choose to acknowledge my depression is another question. My last time, well, actually my current, right now, I'm actually sitting in a survival journey from depression. My son has some issues going on, and over the last year, it's been nonstop work, mom, business, work, mom, business, repeat, work, mom, business, repeat, with no breaks. Of course, I have my days off because I also have a full-time job. My son is in sports. My son is in school. But to deal with a child that has ADHD is a handful by itself. I didn't want to medicate him. I didn't want it to change him. So I dealt with that, and I was dealing with issues coming out of a relationship. I felt unwanted. I felt that I wasn't loved anymore. I know that I have the power of prayer in me, but I didn't want to hear that. I took a step back from church. I didn't practice yoga the way I usually do. I didn't meditate the way I usually did, and everything started to spiral out of control. So from February of last year to December of last year was very cloudy for me. With the things that were going on with him, he just had a very, very, very dark time, and his dark time broke me down completely. I'm not to the point where I can speak about it, but it broke me to my core. So from that, I knew that I had to get it together because I was carrying too much and I couldn't deal anymore. And I was so angry and I was up and down and I couldn't control it. And I was in a relationship that I really shouldn't have been in. And it was a lot. I wouldn't say it was a relationship, a situation that I shouldn't have been in. But it was a lot. It was a lot for me to carry. But I was there. Because at the end of the day, mom doesn't get a break. So after my son went through his time, I went back to work. I went back to work too soon. He had another setback. I said, I can't come back to work. I need the time. I need the time off. I took a month off of work because my mental health was at stake. I was drowning and I couldn't see the lights. And I had to take that time. I didn't feel as though I needed to cut myself, but I was literally, I couldn't take it anymore. I could not take it. So out of everything that I could step away from, I stepped away from work. And it was the best month that I have had in so long, because I was able just to be. I find though that many women are afraid to take that time off. No, sis, you need to take that time off. Sometimes the money doesn't matter. No, sis, take that damn time. You deserve that time, because you can't put a dollar amount on your mental health. Take that time. Take it. They will be okay. I didn't want to go back to work, but I went back and I was refreshed, and I could see straight and I could think clearly. And I was here while I was on leave from work, and my son was so excited I was home. I was home in the mornings and was able to get him on his meds, because he started meds in December. And I cooked breakfast, and he had dinner here when he got home, and I was able to sit and do his homework with him and go through different things he was dealing with him. I was here. It wasn't, I was exhausted from work, but I was here every day. Laundry was done. But this housewife, this mom wife situation was not for me. But I needed it. I needed time to pray, and I needed time to be me, to get back to me. I needed that. I definitely needed that. And I appreciated that, because now I can see clearly. I am on an antidepressant. My anxiety is super high with everything going on, but I'm okay. I don't take things day by day. I take things moment by moment. The things that we dealt with over the last few months, a lot of people don't know about. My family doesn't know. A lot of my family doesn't know, and I choose to keep it that way, because I'm still in survival mode. Mental health is real. It's just not in adults, but it's in children as well. What I can say, and the most important thing I mean, is that we have to learn to be kind to each other. We literally don't know what the person next to us is dealing with. And people say that, and it's almost kind of cliche to say, but it's so real. People around me didn't know what I was dealing with. They just saw changes, but they didn't know on the inside I was battling myself, and I was battling just outside situations, but I never got a break just to be. And like I said, telling somebody to pray about their mental health, that's not the option. Sometimes it's, hey, just going by. Hey, girl, I know I stopped out unannounced. My bad. But, hey, let's go do this. Or let's go do that. And to tell somebody, hey, let me know if you need something, we're not going to reach out to you. It's just not going to happen that way. We don't reach out. You have to reach out to us. That friend that you haven't talked to, that homeboy you haven't talked to, that person you went to high school with, that person's been on your mind, call them. Call them, because right now, in the environment that we're living in, anxieties are high, depression is high, because people can't really get outside their minds to see what's really going on. Sometimes it's, hey, I know we ain't supposed to be out, I know you're supposed to come over, but hey, let's go walking. It's the simple things, I promise it's the simple things that work. Like I said, God gave us the common sense to seek Him, but He also gave us the common sense to seek a therapist to work through our issues. So that's my story. That's how I feel about mental health. It's not something that we want to have. It's just something that happens. And it's okay to be medicated for it. Sometimes those pills actually get you slim. Not that it works for everybody. Not that pills work for everybody. But for real, mental health is real. It's so real. It's just as real as this hair that's on y'all's heads right now. It's so real. It's so real. And You have to learn to heal within yourself. Learn to help you before you try and help somebody else. Or be that voice. Hey girl, come on, let's go walking. Or FaceTime that person. I know we shouldn't be FaceTiming people like all of a sudden or out the blue. But call your friends. Call your strong friends, because those are the ones. I'm the strong friend. I'm the strong friend out of everybody. So, I'm that person. So call the strong friends in your life. Be like, hey, I was just checking on you. Hey, what you doing? Hey, what you doing? Where you at? Call your strong friends. Call your strong sisters. Call your homeboys you went to college with that was holding you down. Yo, he helped you get in when you was past curfew or whatever. He didn't snitch on you. Yo, call your friends. And mental health is not just for women. It's for men. Men have it really bad. And it's real. It's so real. So I'm going to sign out on that one. And I hope that I was able to give a little bit of insight. If anybody has any questions at all, want to know more about my journey, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. And I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions because I'm still in survival mode. It doesn't stop. I have good days. I have bad days. But I live moment by moment. I don't live day by day. My moments are a lot more. I can conquer a moment. A day is a lot. A day is a lot. So, for anybody who wants to contact me with any questions regarding my journey, you can find me on Instagram at Finishe Treats, and that's SMINIS Treats. And I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions so that I can help somebody else. Okay? Y'all have a wonderful weekend.